Today we're back with episode 18 of Week to Endgame. If you do all enjoy this series, then make sure you leave a like on the video. Also, if you've not already joined the Discord server, please consider doing so. It's linked in the description as usual. We've got dungeon and slay carries, giveaways and much more, so you should join. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the video. I hope you all do enjoy. So we start today's episode at the experimentation table. I've just gone ahead and completed it, and we actually got 4 Titanic XP bottles from it, which is really good. As you can see, the current situation, we have 4.8 mil. We're going to go ahead and sell these Titanic XP bottles, and that's almost a mil, so that's really nice. Now, off camera, I have been still collecting my minions, and that's why I've probably got quite a bit more than I actually was on in the last episode. So as you can see at the moment, Paul is the mayor, and I think we really need to take advantage. As you can see, dungeon rewards are 20% cheaper, so I feel like we really need to take advantage of that while we can. Now ideally I wanted to actually focus on Slayers more in this episode, but like I said, I can't pass up on the opportunity of Paul being mayor. At the same time, we don't even have 6 mil, and we also sold our strong armour, which is what I would have used to do the Slayers in order to get our dungeon set up. So ideally, we need to get a few more coins in order to get a good setup in order to be able to do Slayers. So that's the plan. We're going to do some dungeons and then we're going to do some Slayers. Moving on in the next few episodes, I want to move on to something else because we've done a lot of dungeons recently. But sometimes it just can't be helped. Anyway, let's get into some dungeons. So I've been looking, and obviously because Paul is the mayor, Shadow Assassin armour is now really cheap, and I am in the market for a set to do Slayers with. We could pick some boots up for about 800k, a helmet for around 1.3, so that takes us to what, about 2.1 mil, and then we can pick some leggings up for 3 mil. Actually I think they are quite cheap. 3 mil, 3.2 mil, so that takes us just over 5 mil, so we could definitely afford it. Obviously we wouldn't be able to afford the chest plate, but we'd be able to get a decent set of armour, and we could pair that with, I don't know what chest plate, maybe you can use the perfect chest plate to give us more health for survivability. I'm not 100% sure. Now to be honest with you, I am tempted to do Slayers now, and therefore I am sort of tempted to buy that armour now while it's so cheap. But at the same time, like, I want to sort of ask what you guys think will be the best set of armour for me to get for Slayers at this point. Not only Slayers, but everything else, like, say if I want to go to the end, to be honest, I'd probably just use the Ender armour. But anything else outside of dungeons, what should I use? I think I will go ahead and buy that Shadow Assassin just because it's so cheap, and if we don't want it in the future, we can always sell it on for profit when Paul isn't the mayor. So as you can see, we managed to pick up a helmet for 800k. I did see one for 750k, but this one in particular was hot potatoed, so I thought the extra 50k was worth it. We picked up a helmet for 1.2. And we picked up leggings for 2.8, which is just ridiculously cheap considering they can go up to about 4.2 million, something around that mark. And I guess for now I can just use this perfect chest plate just for a bit of extra health and defense, like I said. But maybe I should go for a different chest plate that maybe might provide more damage. I don't know whether to go for a strong chest plate, or I don't even know if that's a good idea. So I need your help on the chest plate. Okay, so I'm going to do some Slayers. My plan was to buy a bat phone, but I don't even have Wolf Slayer 3 and I can't even use it. So that's a little bit annoying. I did try and buy this one, which is 300k, which is pretty mad considering sometimes they can go up to almost a mil. So it's almost like an investment, even if I was to buy this one for 400k. I think I'm just going to wait until I can actually use it for stuff. I don't want to waste my money, but at the same time I think I will profit from it in the long run. So at the moment we're going to prioritise the Wolf Slayer, just so we can get that bat phone, just so we can do them more efficiently. So we're going to hopefully get level 3. So we've got our Flower of Truth. We've got our Griffin Pet wherever it is. We've got our perfect chest plate on. And now it's time to attempt a Wolf Slayer tier 3. Okay, it is about to start. Here it is. I don't know if we're actually going to be able to do this or not, to be completely honest. Don't know how much health it has, but it isn't doing a massive amount of damage. Okay, this actually might come close. Maybe I shouldn't stand in the corner. I think we might die, to be honest. Not feeling the best with this one. I mean, he's keeping me at bay. Oh wait, they don't like water, do they? Okay, I completely forgot about that. I think we're just gonna spam it in the water. No, we need to stay in the water. This is like our safe spot. Definitely. It's like in the fairy room in dungeons when you stay in like the healing pool when there's a Shadow Assassin. Oh my god. Like, to be fair, I'm not taking that much damage. Like I think I'm just about to kill it. Am I? Just about to kill it. It's on hardly any health. Come on. That shouldn't have been that difficult. I mean, this chest plate is obviously, it has no damaging stats whatsoever, so I think we might need to look into that. Our damage is not great. It's like 24k. To be honest with you, I think our strong set was better. But obviously we need a new chest plate, so that should hopefully sort it out. Okay, so we need to do at least one more tier 3, and then we could possibly do like a tier 1 or tier 2 to get to level 3, or we could just do 2 tier 3s. But I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Okay, so I actually forgot that once you hit level 3 Wolf Slayer, you get a bat phone for free, so it's a good job that I didn't buy one. I mean, I guess I could have always sold it on, but we've got one nevertheless. Ideally, we want to unlock the Enderman Slayer, which requires us to do a level 4 Wolf Slayer. Now, considering that level 3 was fairly difficult for us, I mean, we didn't really come close to dying, but at the same time, we weren't doing a massive amount of damage. That's probably out of our reach at the moment. So for that, I might pay for a carry, I don't know. It depends what, I mean, do people want me to pay for carries or do you want me to work my way up myself? I mean, I don't mind doing that either way, but it will be quicker to get a carry. So at the moment, I'd probably say our priority is Slayers, just because we've not really done that much of it. Now, I personally find it really boring to do Slayers, so I assume it will probably be even more boring to watch. So I'm going to try and get as much of that done off camera, obviously just to save the boredom. Now, at that point, I am aware that we need to do some farming. I mean, that is probably the next priority, farming, then foraging. It's got to be. Now, the thing is with foraging at the moment, I've sold my tree capitator, and I now don't have enough money to buy it back. So I'm going to have to wait until I have more money to buy the tree cap back to finish off the foraging collections. So that pretty much leaves farming, which is not too bad because it kills 2 birds with 1 stone. We can use the materials that we get from farming for alchemy. We always end up doing this at some point in an episode, so I guess it's time. So as you all know, enchanting is pretty much the easiest and most effortless skill to level up. So I've been looking at a guardian pet. Granted, this wasn't my idea, it was Skinny's idea in the Discord, suggested it, and I thought, you know, that's actually a good idea. We do so much enchanting that we might as well get a pet leveled up at the same time, or something along those lines. You also get extra XP as well. Now, at the moment, there isn't actually any level 1 rare guardian pets. Supposedly at the moment they're going for under $1 mil, so that would be perfect for my price range. But yeah, I guess also that money needs to go towards a chest plate. But it's just a thought. Should I get a level 1 guardian when I can get one? I mean, at the moment there isn't even one on the market. Anyway, like I said earlier on in the video, I do need to try and focus on doing some more Slayers off camera. I guess it's probably one of our weak points there, and I really want to get that Enderman Slayer unlocked. So I'm going to work on that as much as I can off camera. Anyway, other than that, this is going to be just about the end of this video. Now, I am sorry if this seems a bit shorter than the last episode, and granted, obviously I've not uploaded for a few days, and ideally this episode would be as long as the last. But at the same time, I just don't want this series to become boring and stale. Like, I feel like if I put everything in the video that I do, the video will be longer, people will be happy in that sense, but the video won't be better. Anyway, I hope you all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you do leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one.